Okay. Do let me know if you can also see the screen.
Yes, Prabhuji, you can see the screen.
Okay. Now what I was telling is that yeah, drop me a message. Yeah. So and then yeah, we can also discuss.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay. I don't know, others may join or maybe in the Bhakta course, but at least I'll begin with our prayers. You can also pray. ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कथामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलान् श्रीगुरुवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सहावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सह गणललित श्रीविशाख अन्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Let me see how many joined in the meantime. So I welcome you all to our today's systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In that we are reading Bhagavad Gita. In that a very important chapter 10, and in that we are trying to understand the unlimitedness of the Lord, which is not possible. Yeah, this is also what Lord yeah is saying here. Yeah, he is saying that, or maybe someone would like to read this 10:6.
May I, Prabhuji? Maharshayah saptapurve chattvaro manavastata madbhava manasa jata yesham loka imah prajaha. Translation. The seven great sages and before them the four other great sages and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descend from them. Purport. The Lord is giving a genealogical synopsis of the universal population. Brahma is the original creature born out of the energy of the Supreme Lord, who is known as Hiranyagarbha. And from Brahma, all the seven great sages, and before them, four four other great sages named Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, and the 14 Manus are manifested. All these 25 great sages are known as the patriarchs of the living entities all over the universe. There are innumerable universes and innumerable planets within each universe, and each planet is full of population of different varieties. All of them are born of these 25 patriarchs. Brahma underwent penance for 1000 years of the demigods before he realized by the grace of Krishna how to create. Then from Brahma came Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, then Rudra, and then the seven sages. And in this way, all the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas are born out of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma is known as Pitamaha, the grandfather, and Krishna is known as Prapitamaha, the father of the grandfather. That is stated in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 11.39. Hare
Yep,
Krishna.
thank you very much. Would you like to also read the next verse? Or someone?
Or maybe someone is willing
Yeah.
to.
Someone would like to read the next verse?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm.
10 points. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I can hear.
Etam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo vitti tatvatah so vikalpena yogena yujate netra samsayah. One who is fact, fact, factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service of this, there is no doubt. Purport. The highest summit of spiritual perfection is knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unless one is firmly convinced of the different opulences of the Supreme Lord, he cannot engage in devotional service. Generally, people know that God is great, but they do not know in detail how God is great. Here are the details. If one knows factually how God is great, then naturally he becomes a surrendered soul and engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord. When one factually knows the opulences of the Supreme, there is no alternative but to surrender to Him. This factual knowledge can be known from the descriptions in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and similar literatures. In the administration of the universe, there are many demigods distributed throughout the planetary system, and the chief of them are the Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and the four great Kumaras, and the other patriarchs. There are many forefathers of the population of the universe, and all of them are born of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the original forefather of all forefathers. These are some of the opulence of Supreme Lord. When one is firmly convinced of them, he accepts Krishna with great faith and without any doubt, and he engages in devotional service. All this particular knowledge is required in order to increase one's interest in the loving devotional service of the Lord. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is, for by knowing the greatness of Krishna, one will be able to be fixed in sincere devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Mm. Yeah, these two verses definitely explaining us that how Lord is supreme. Yeah. How do we say something is supreme? Is something is coming from that? There are three ways of understanding uh, supremacy. Yeah, it means it should come from Him, hmm. And he is the source of everything. And now one may see that, yeah, we use the tag supreme uh, more in a casual way to appreciate everything, but uh, that's not applied or can be generalized in a way that everything is supreme. Yeah, this point is coming from where we say that what is this? Yeah, usually I refer this सबका मालिक एक है. Sabka means for everyone, there is only one master. Yeah. Um, and that principle is perfect, but the emphasis should be given such a way that we appreciate that one supreme the best. Others, yeah, definitely are also playing a key role. Just like if we see our mm, yeah, so if we see, we are indebted to our parents because they gave birth to us, and also we are indebted to the relatives who have taken care us from the childhood. We are indebted to the friends. When we are so much indebted, yeah, if we just take a step more further to understand who is the origin of them and who is the origin of them, so it's a kind of a tree where finally we go to one root. And when we are appreciating only the direct contacts that we have, uh, I mean, if we do not know who is our father's father or his father's father, in that way, if we don't know, there is no problem. There is no problem. If we really want to extend our gratitude, if we simply extend our gratitude to the Supreme Lord, who is the creator of everything and everyone, then that does the job. And here, if you see that the sixth verse is telling about these seven great sages, Saptarishis, and also the four Kumaras, yeah? Who are the first creators from Lord Brahma, so to say. Yeah, and there is also this. Of course, they had no interest in procreation of creation of people, but they have been a guide or yeah, spiritual masters for the whole population that Manu, yeah, Manus have the progenitors, the Prajapatis, and yeah, in that way, the whole progenation that happened uh, um, are descending from the Lord. In that way, we understand that those key important VIP, VVIP, or VVVVIP are also blessed by whom? By the Lord, so that they can even appear. And then the next one is saying, the one who is factually convinced of this opulence and mystic power of mine. What is the purpose of all this? Why is the Lord have to tell? Usually we have this feeling that, okay, very rare we see a Lord is declaring such a way that I am everything. Usually Lord, I mean, when we are expected to be humble, yeah, that we should be down to earth, we should not boost ourselves, we should not engage in pragalpa, we should not talk loosely, or we should not tell more than, yeah, praise ourselves. Yeah, but if yeah, if we say if Lord is our role model, and if Lord is also speaking like that, uh, Hare Krishna. If Lord also speaks like that, then how do we understand this? Because on one side we are from a culture which is a conservative, well established Vedic culture on ethics and etiquettes and so many things, but and which the core center is that I should not praise myself, or I should not even hear to my praises from anyone else. But here the Lord directly is engaging in talking about his greatness. How do we justify this? Hmm? Sagar Prabhu? Isn't it? I mean, we see that, right? So usually that's what we have been learning from our childhood, to be humble, to be very soft. We shouldn't tell about ourselves. Yeah. But a shocking realization is, as soon as we come to Bhagavad Gita, this where we otherwise would only see that Lord is mm, appreciating devotees' services, or he is worshipped in the temples and so nicely, everything. But here when Lord is speaking, yeah, so isn't it uh, surprisingly different what we would have heard. Yeah, because here the Lord is directly speaking.
Yeah, for the non-devotees, it might sound like it's actually, praising oneself and boasting about oneself. I think in the initial stages, I was also a bit stuck up with the same point on, how come there is so much of boasting that's being done, kind of. But as and when we realize that, it's the ultimate, it's a supreme. Somehow that feeling has actually gone. And it's more like we come to kind of accept the reality that it is in fact the supreme, without which the existence is not there. That's how at least I have perceived. I don't have a better
Yeah.
point here.
No, very nice. Sure. Yeah, but very nice. Yeah, thanks, Sagar Prabhu. What about you, Komal Prabhu? Or yeah, Tirumala Mataji, how do you see?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hmm. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Prabhuji, for this we don't have a better answer, Prabhuji.
Okay. Do you have a question for yourself? Whatever the questions I asked, do you have such questions?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah. So we are sailing in the same boat. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Venimada Prabhu.
Yeah, Krishna is telling the truth. But if I say something which I have achieved, really, I don't have that much of energy or knowledge to get something or to achieve something. For example, in 15th chapter, Krishna says that from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. Then where is your talent? If you are sleeping, you cannot control your breath, then what to speak of your achievements?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, nice point. Yeah, Apu Prabhu.
No comments from me.
Yeah. So are you part of the problem or the solution?
I'm thinking.
Okay, nice. Who else would like to? Yeah, this is very important if we really want to be convinced that we can go strong in devotion for ourselves as well as, yeah, if someone is asking this question. Yeah, as Sagar Prabhu, you said, na? I mean, I had this also in when I just finished my bachelor's and I went to ISKCON temple, and then there were brahmacharis who were telling. But before that, already in school days or somehow I got this. Yeah, we hear a lot of times this Ghantasala Bhagavad Gita, and then there is always about me and me and me. I was having the same. Oh, okay. Huh? I see Ramayan in Ram is hiding his own supremacy. Yeah, in so many leelas, he is doing the same. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm. That's why I thought, okay, this may be a nice topic to also clear off this confusion. Yeah. So yeah, I think last time or last before time I was mentioning about the visibility. Yeah. So yeah, if someone is it, so yeah, in previous yugas, maybe there was not such a desperate need to really come out and tell. But these days, even if coming out and telling, na, people do not trust. Uh, and then, if Lord is not telling, I am the Lord, there are so many God. Yeah. If God is not telling that He is God, then there are so many dogs who are telling, I am gods. So that is a very dangerous situation. So that the whole, yeah, because it said in Kali Yuga, Yeah, we know, we have heard the demons are there in, we heard in Ramayana time, there is also in um, Asuras, yeah, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, and so many demons were troubling. And and but then in Kali Yuga, yeah, in Kali Yuga, these demons, yeah, or atheists are taking the garb of sadhus, or even a serious problem is taking the um, garb of God. There are so many self-made gods, self-named gods, and then there is so much fan following because, yeah, I think I maybe will discuss only these two verses, but I want to also go deeper. Yeah, so if there is some offer, bumper offer, we see so many times this, what is it called, punching sites or punching offers, or this fake, yeah, calls that say, hey, you have won a lottery, yeah. And then all of a sudden our senses become, wow, until now I was just waiting for this. As soon as this comes, then I want to. What is the cost? Oh, it's free. It's free, then even more better. Very few really think that something or nothing can come for free. Even the air that we are taking, yeah, it has a cost. Of course, we are not paying to the government, we are not paying to anyone else, yeah, but it also has a cost. What is the cost? It is our life. Hmm. That's why it said yogis who breathe very, very long and slowly, yeah, can live longer. Hmm. But anyway, that is science. We'll come back. So, but then there are so what I was telling. Yeah, I was telling that in the garb of or in the kind of disguise of God or saints, so many are cheating. And who are these cheaters? These are demons. It is said in the Shastras. Of course, they will not have this horns on the head or the teeth coming out. Yeah. If it was so, then it would have been far easier to know who is who. Uh, but Kali Yuga is the age of hypocrisy where it's not so easy to see who is who. Identity is very difficult. And then it is exclusively said that they will mingle in the public, the common men, and they will just simply shake the faith of the devotee. And they shake such a way that the people who have little faith or shaky faith will lose this faith, and then they'll have to take a long time and so many births again to really come to this position to really get the opportunity to once again practice bhakti. So difficult is uh, difficult things in Kali Yuga. Why? Because everyone likes invisible mode, right? Yeah, no one wants to see what I'm doing. Invisible. Uh, though you're offline, but you're invisible. Uh, anyway, so there are so many people who claimed in the past, and people who are claiming even now, and people will be there who will claim in future that I am God. Then we can ask few things. Okay, yeah. Can you show uh, me miracles? Yeah, this is one thing that usually people like, right? As soon as something which is not practically possible, if someone does it, then we start believing it. And of course, um, using this weakness, um, using this criteria, huh? That people made criterias like, oh, Lord should have miracles. He should bring something from the hand or something from the mouth, and yeah, or show something, and then only I will believe. With that understanding, they define the God. Yeah. But when we ask, like, okay, like Krishna, because everyone accepts Krishna as God, just like Krishna has done. Huh? Can anyone do such things? Uh, then we can say, yeah. For example, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that I am giving you that divine vision through which you can see me. Did someone do that? Okay, someone say can still play a game saying, okay, no, there are really my disciples who have seen my Vishwaroop, and then he has given me the power. Okay, at least to prove, can he give the same power to others? So why Lord has to tell all these things? To be, we know na what is this called? Apu Prabhu, on the gates na, when they have dogs inside, they put what? Beware of dogs.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So now the question is, why should someone put that? Hmm? No, by putting that, it is not that the owner is showing off that, oh, see, I have dogs, you should be very careful. No, he's saying, be careful. Why? Because, yeah, there are in the same society, same system where everyone, all the people are living, there are people who can exploit faith. So that's why Krishna is telling, I am the origin. Why he is also telling this? He is telling, don't listen to all nonsense. Oh, so many people can tell so many things. No? We have seen a world in India, the world itself is everyone is eager to give opinions. Yeah, you do like this, you do like that. Whatever we have, we will create, or out of our good, what do you call, goodwill for others, or mm, whatever can be motive. Motivation can be anything, but there are so many that keep coming out for, yeah. And in that spirit, yeah, there are so many things that are true and some are not truth. Yeah. But Lord is saying and He's proving. Yeah. That is the difference. We may say, but we don't have the capacity to prove. Why? Because we are not gods. Just by telling some philosophy and then we are saying, I am God, doesn't mean anything. Shastrically, there are these three criterias. He is the supreme enjoyer, supreme creator, supreme controller. I don't know in what level are we doing all these things, but not supremely. So the Lord is saying, I am doing everything. And that's why. And also Gargamuni, right? Gargamuni is the one who came to initiate, I mean, to give name to Krishna, na?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yeah, there is this definition of who is God. Who is Bhagavan? Bhagavan means one who has the six opulences in full. So if you don't have this knowledge and if you just kind of think of, oh, he is God, or no, yeah, he's definitely maybe a greater personality because of the support he is getting, because of himself uh, acquiring mystic powers. It's not so difficult, yeah. If we see in Bhagavatam, from Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita, we understand that getting powers, if one really wants, one can get it. For that, there is no need even of special sanction of the Lord. We don't have to engage the Lord in getting that. There are ways. Yeah. But even after acquiring such powers, if the person is appreciating the supremacy of the Lord, then it is okay. The purpose of the power is served. But if a person doesn't understand that and if he is just acquiring power, this power is of only, yeah, very limited and even destructive because he is not engaging properly. So just in order to avoid all these noise, just like when we want to hear to a radio, in radio there are so many frequencies, but what we do, we carefully tune it to a frequency so that we can hear the transmission from the source to the receiver. Isn't that, Tirmal Mataji? Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
Prabhuji.
telling about this old radios now, where there is this nice knob that we slowly rotate, and even if we a fraction turn left or right, it's gone. There's a lot of, what is it? Noise. Hmm? Isn't it? What do you say, Sindhu Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Already we are confused. And if 10 people around us are confusing, it becomes even more confusing. Right? We are trying to tune to some right frequency. And then there is some other channel at the same place. Yeah, we know, right? Every radio we call channels, na? What do we call? Stations. Sorry. Every station has a precise frequency. And if there are too many stations at the same frequency, they kind of collide each other. In the end, we can't hear anything. There is only noise. So we have to be very careful, yeah. So that this tuning should be done under the guidance of spiritual master. If we just tune ourselves, now there is always this risk. 10 stations at same spot is only noise. Yeah. Anyway, so um, what I was telling. Any questions or anything anyone want to add? What do you say, Venimada Prabhu?
Just to just one point here, Krishna is telling that I am God because he is giving instruction that don't be cheated by with others or by others.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. That is the main thing. Yeah. And one may say that, okay, as you were already telling, in India there is a culture or a tradition to give opinions. No, Krishna is not giving opinion. Why? Because Arjuna is not at a friend level. He already took a position of Krishna's disciple. Krishna already, Karpanya dosha pahat svabhava. Because of my miser, I have lost my senses. Prachami tvam dharma sammoda cheta. Uh, so please enlighten me by removing all this. I am surrendering to you now. In second chapter, 7th verse, already Krishna is saying that, Arjuna is telling that. So what Krishna is telling is not a friendly talk between two friends. The dialogue has already changed the dimension or sensitivity to actually a teacher and a student. And in this world, we are all students, and we aspire to take shelter of spiritual master, and by through that process, one is advancing. Huh? And a true spiritual master will never say that I am God. Why? Because why? It's not that he is um mimicking Bhagavad Gita. He is not that he is what is it? He is imitating Bhagavad Gita, but he is following Bhagavad Gita as it is. It is not. I don't know who is that. Uh, that who I mean I don't remember his channel now. There was this Nityananda, right? Yeah, he was once put in jail because he was saying, I mean, he is expert in Bhagavad Gita, and then he started telling, I am God, I am everything. Yeah, so we are not imitating Bhagavad Gita. A true spiritual master will never imitate Bhagavad Gita, but he is realizing gradually from his spiritual master and his spiritual master, and in that way, it is going to the top, to the Lord in the disciplic succession. That makes a huge difference how we are, because in this parampara there is no risk because there are no demons, there is no chance of cheating. If there is no parampara, for example, there is an Ayurvedic clinic, there are so many Ayurvedic shops, there are so many Ayurvedic hospitals, but why we go to authentic? And how do we say authentic is We see that who was his father, what is his how was he dealing, and in that way, is it going to, yeah, this is kind of family tradition, but is it really still, is it really delivering the service required? So we see that from generations to generations to generations, we see that they have been practicing. Huh? They understand how to deal with medicines, how to deal with patients. They don't say, hey, let me do a PhD now and let me try to combine two medicinal tips and create something new and then put it in a book. Okay. Yeah. So far clear. We go to the next verse. Someone can read 10:8. Or I'll read.
Can I try,
Ham
Prabhuji?
sarvas. Someone wants to read?
Can I try, Prabhuji? If that
Yes.
is fine. Okay. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matha sarvam prabhavate pravartate iti matva ajanti namam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Just scroll down for a little bit. Translation. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly knows this engage in my devotion service and worship me with all their hearts. Purport. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literatures agree that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharvaveda, Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.24, it is said, Yo Brahmanam Vidhadati Purvam Yo Vai Vedams Cha Gapyati Sma Krishnaha. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in the Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad 1 says Narayana desired to create living entities. Sorry. Atho Purusha ha vai nar yano karm yatta prajaha srajyati. Then the Supreme Personality Narayana desired to create living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayanad Brahma Jayate Narayanad Prajapati Prajayate Narayanad Indro Jayati Narayanad Astau Vaishavo Jayanti Narayanad Ekadasha Rudra Jayanti Narayanad Daveda Saditaha. From Narayana, Brahma is born, and from Narayana, uh, Patri, what is this? Patrikak,
Patriarch.
Patrihach are
Pa-
also
pat,
born.
Patriarch.
Patriarch.
Hmm.
From Narayana, the patriarchs are also born. From Narayana, Indra is born. From Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born. From Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmanayo Devaki Putraha. The son of Devaki, Krishna, is the Supreme Personality. Narayana Upanishad 4. Then it is said, Eko vai Narayana asin na Brahma ne shano napo nagni samao nehe dyav aprithvi, na nakshatrani, na surya. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality, Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven and earth, no stars in the sky, no sun. Mahapanishad 1.2. In the Mahapanishad, it is also said that the Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma section of Mahabharata, Krishna also says, Prajapatim cha Rudram chapi, aham eva srajami vai, tau, tau hi mam na vijanito, mam maya vimohitao. The Pratich, Shiva and others are created by me, through they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. In the Varaha Purana, it is also said, Narayana paro devas tasmaj jatas chaturmukha tasmad rudro bhavad devaha sa cha sarva gyantam gataha. Narayana is the Supreme Personality Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, and from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations, and he is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me, no one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master, with the references from Vedic literatures, engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In, in comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on Bhagavad Gita and uh, and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness.
Thank,
Hare Krishna.
thank you, Adirasa Prabhu. You had a lot of tongue twisters.
Yeah, it was a good Sanskrit exercise.
Yeah, thank you. Here, Lord is declaring, Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo. I am the source of everything. Prabhavo, the source of generation. Yeah, we know Surya Prabha. We say that is right. Surya Prabha. Prabha is actually even the origination, the source. And Matta Sarvam Pravartate. Everything emanates from me. Not only source, yeah, everything emanates from me. Iti Matva Bhajanti Mam. This is this is very important. Iti Matva Bhajante Mam. Who? Huh? Buddha Bhava Samanvitaha, who has assimilated the real Vedic understanding with great attention. In other words, a wise person. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So coming back to the starting, what I was saying that okay, if we don't know our ancestors, no problem, and their ancestors, forget about that. We don't have to. I mean, we see this. I know some of in our um, what do you call? Close circles. I have seen some take some projects after they retire. What they do is they'll just start to appreciate their lineage. They go to every place, try to gather whose son is whose father is who, and then they create a what is it called? Family tree. Is it called? What is it? This tree called?
Family tree, Prabhuji.
No, there is a better word for it. Hmm. Yeah. Sorry, I don't remember. But yeah, let's say this. Yeah, tree. Uh, tree diagram, which says how everything is classes, subclasses, subclasses, super subclass, especially for people who are in the software development side can understand. There is a main class, right? If you call that class, you don't have to call all other classes. Who is the developer who confirmed this understanding? Hmm? I mean, of course, maybe now the programming languages would have gone even far better, but I think the underlying uh, basis is still valid, right? There is one class. If you just include that library, all sub libraries are included, or sub macros are included, sub classes are included, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I thought everyone is developers here, no? Everyone is from software background. Sindhu Mataji, you are a developer, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, is it something different or you agree?
Yeah, I agree, Prabhuji. In class and subclasses, we'll
Yes,
make public classes so that everyone can see. Like private classes, we'll
yes.
just
Yeah, that's even nice. Yeah, there are some Leela avatars, there are Guna avatars, there are Channa avatars. Some are for everyone can realize that he is God, and some are in, yeah, not revealed by the Lord directly. Yeah. Then there is Shakti Avesh avatar. That way, yeah. So many classes, subclasses. Hmm? But origin of everything is Krishna. That is true intelligence. And then, yeah, one need not spend so much time to dig out this whole a family tree. And in the end, what are we doing? Are we doing a service to whom? Hmm? We are so much concerned. We lost something. We lost in this all these years. We have not. What are we losing when we do not connect this to the Lord? In the end, definitely, yeah, this is a fact, right? The father of everyone, even in our own, if we see the family tree, definitely who is that supreme? It is Krishna. From him, everything is coming. So if we offer, if we engage in devotional service, huh, with all our hearts, then we are wise. And I'm sure everyone want to want to be wise. We don't want to be fools. And Lord is saying that He is the source of all spiritual and material worlds. There is nothing remaining. Yeah, both. Just like if we see that the Lord Vaman Avatar, yeah, he has kept 3 steps. Literally, there was nothing. The Lord can even go beyond. Why? Because He is the creator of both the spiritual and the material worlds. He has complete control of everything. Nothing moves without His permission. Yeah. And then there are so many references, because if I am telling now, who want to accept it, I am also sure that, yeah, that's why, yeah, there are so many references. There is this Gopal Tapani Upanishad. It is said, Yo Brahmanam Vidadati Purvam. Yeah, it's saying Purvam means previously. Yo Vai Vedamscha Gapayati Sma Krishna. This is first. It was Krishna who, in the beginning or before, instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge, and who decimated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then Narayana Upanishad is saying, Ata Purushoha Vai Narayano Akamayata Praja Shreyati. Shreyati. That the Supreme Personality Narayana desired to create living entities. So, which means the Supreme Personality is already there, only then the creation, yeah, topic comes. Then further Upanishads continue. Narayanad Brahma Jayate, Narayanad Prajapati Prajayate, Narayanad Indro Jayate, Narayanad Astav Vasavo Jayate. Jayante. Jayante. Narayanad Ekadasha Rudra Jayante, Narayanad Dvadashaditya. Hmm. So in that way, from Narayan, everything, everyone came. This Narayan is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedic Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putra. And Eko vai Narayana Asin na Brahma Neshano Napo. And then this is not Nagni. Nagni means naked. This is Na Agni. Na Agni Somau Neme Dyav Aprativi na Nakshatrani na Surya. Na. There is nothing before Krishna. Yeah? There was nothing, there was only the Supreme Personality Narayan. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven, earth, and no stars in the sky, no sun. And then Maha Upanishad, he said Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus the Vedas say that it is Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. Yeah. And then here is also, from Dwapar Yuga, Mahabharat. Prajapatim cha rudram chapi aham eva rajami vai. Rajami means I am the one. So, the creator appearing from me. And then, Tauhi mamna vijanito, the one who do not know me. Mama maya vimohitam, they are also diluted by my illusory energy. So the Lord has two energies. One is internal energy and other one is his external energy. So we have only possibility to act in either of these two fields. Either to be part of the internal energy and serve the Lord, or external energy to be conditioned by the Lord so that we purify and then enter. It is just like you may have two baskets. No, two, what do you call? Yeah, two boxes. One is a box where you are collecting all your used clothes, and then there is another box where you are collecting all your washed. So whatever is not used, that goes into dry cleaning or whatever, and after cleaning it comes to this box. So and whatever is clean is actually useful, right? We take them and use it. Whatever is used already, that needs cleaning, and that is what is the external energy, external world where things go on in that way. In the Varaha Purana, it is said Narayana Paro Devas Tasmaj Jatas Chaturmukha Tasmad Rudro Abhavad Devaha Sa Cha Sarva Gnatam Gata. So again, stating the same thing, the Lord is this origin. Lord Krishna, the supreme of all generations. And then finally, Prabhupada is mentioning very important. Only a fool who consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. Why? Because he thinks, hey, he's also playing, he's also naughty, he's also stealing, he's also running behind girls. Or he's doing what like a common youth. He's doing like how a boy will do. He's doing like a king. All are looking same. Na? He also has family. He also has children. Everything looks same. So he's ordinary man. Only fools think like that. Why? There is something called, it's called Vishay Praya. Yeah. So which means, if Lord is totally doing his transcendental leelas, only few can understand. When all these pastimes, even if he is leading a householder life, a common man will see him as a common man. Yeah. Only a devotee can see that in that householder. Why? As soon as early morning when Krishna is waking up, what is he doing? He's sitting and meditating. Yeah, okay, very nice. It's also good for everyone to do. But what is Krishna meditating? He's meditating on his own self. Why? Because he is setting example how a householder should do. To get up in the morning, to do japa. Anyway, so we can go on and on with this wonderful verse. Are there anything anyone want to add? Question, comment? Whoever has questions, did you find any answers until now?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. We
Mhm.
also hear Prabhuji that Vishnu is also meditating, and Lakshmi ji is massaging his feet.
Mhm.
So does he always like meditating on himself, or at that time also on devotees, or um, he's also
Yeah,
in a nidra,
he is in yoga nidra.
yoga
Yeah.
nidra? Yeah.
So in our nidras, what we do is, yeah, as Venimada Prabhu said, na, we are in wonderful dreams. We don't have control of ourselves. But Lord is ever vigilant. Hmm? Yeah, we know when we talk about Gajendra Moksham, right? So the Lord is not sleeping, but He is always absorbed in accepting the services from everyone. He is in a samadhi, let's say. He is in a samadhi state, absorbed completely in honoring the services of all the devotees and taking care as the Suhrada. Yeah. Yeah, he is taking care of everyone. Yeah, so he's overseeing every affair. So
Yeah.
he's
So that
relishing the
is
pastimes.
okay. So that is Vishnu, and but Krishna is always engaged in his leelas, yeah, in rasa dance.
Also in his leelas. Hmm?
Yeah, but Krishna does not go in a nidra, yoga nidra, right? I think that Krishna is always dancing and playing, and so this is what we hear, na, Prabhuji? And the
No, I
Vishnu,
mean he also goes to rest. There is this Ashtakaliya Leela, right, which is telling what is Lord doing at which time, morning, evening, afternoon. There is also resting period. Even he sleeps during the day also, afternoon sometime with his friends.
yes, okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, good. Ah, Radhika Mataji back in form. Nice. So if there are no questions, then yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. Today is a very special day. Today is a festival, Mahotsav, on the occasion of Raghunath Das Goswami arranging a wonderful service to Lord Nityananda. We'll be discussing that this afternoon in Gauradesh in the temple. So yeah, if someone is around, they can join. I don't know if it's possible to stream from there. If yes, we do it. Yeah. Thank you very much. वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्ण.